State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the BiG10, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Boilermakers will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Has to get there to move the sticks. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Purdue's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To throw, it's Singleton. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle. And he's still running after the move. Wide open space. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Buckeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Sayin. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback caught up to and sacked number 12. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Deals the punt and try to pick up some yards. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Hard running there.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They'll try the run. Turning it on! A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Caught close to the marker, it's Demania. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Yeah, in third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. On the option, it's Sayed. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds a little space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Sayed. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
The Boilermakers want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tuggle. There he goes. Touchdown, Purdue! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got his man. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Always is a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Quarterback just held that too long on a third down play, and the sack will force the punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He might want another play. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with the pass.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds us back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Making side adjustments here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pocket breaking down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better? Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Tuggle. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got a man. It's Smith. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Ohio State, 24. Purdue, 21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game.
Picked off! What a way to set him up! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by just 1 over Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air, it's Singleton. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Toggle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Gonna look downfield again. Fires complete on the crosser. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Spin move. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard to practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Back to pass, it's Singleton. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Quarterback making checks. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Graham. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Boom. Going for it all. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some